Good afternoon, guys. Today we're going to start with the topics for the third semester. The first one is about comparatives. So we're going to work with comparative adjectives. But what is an adjective? I hope you remember, guys. An adjective describes a person, a place, or an object. We can have, for example, tall, sad, heavy, pretty, happy, tall, old, and rich. One example. You know this lady? Angelina Jolie? She's pretty, right? Pretty is the adjective. Here we have Jack Nicholson. He's old and he's a good actor. Yes? So we use adjectives to describe nouns, people, places, or things. Okay? Now, in the program, the first topic is comparative adjectives. So, comparative adjectives are formed by the suffix er, and we use the comparative adjectives to compare two things, two people, or two places. Okay? We usually add er to the adjective. For example, here we have small. The comparative adjective is smaller. Big, the comparative, bigger. Old, the comparative, older. Young, younger. Some examples. Let's compare Jack Nicholson and Angelina Jolie. We can say that Jack Nicholson is older than Angelina Jolie. Okay? We can also say I bought some realia, some objects for you. So we can say that this tape recorder is newer than this tape recorder. In other words, this tape recorder is older than this tape recorder. Got it? What's the characteristic in this with these adjectives? That they are short. They are only one syllable. Okay, guys? Okay, guys, some more examples. First of all, we have here two people. Hope you know this guy, no? He is Chicharito, and he is richer than Enrique Iglesias, right? You probably don't know this woman. This is Demi Moore. She is younger than Salma Hayek. Do you know her? Well, she's younger. Now we have another example. We have this basket. This basket is bigger than the red one. Okay, guys? So we're using the comparative adjectives to make these comparisons, no? And we add er to the adjective. Also, you might notice in the sentence that we have the word than. We use than after the comparative form of the adjective to say that we are comparing something with, that we are making the comparison. Okay, guys? Okay, we're going to continue with the other part of the lesson. Okay, guys, as a second part of this lesson, we're going to go through long adjectives. The rule changes when we have long adjectives. Examples: comfortable, delicious, colorful, difficult, beautiful. These are adjectives that have more than one syllable. So In this case, we're going to use more to make the comparative. For example, this dice is more colorful than the white one. Another example, we have Salma Hayek and Shakira. So Salma is more beautiful than Shakira. Or maybe the other way around, Shakira is more beautiful than Salma. Okay? Other examples. French, we have French, is more difficult than English. Do you agree? Probably. So when we have long adjectives, we use the word more, the adjective, and then than. Okay? So we have examples here. Coke is more delicious than Pepsi. Math is more difficult than English. This black chair is more comfortable than the red one. Actually, we have the chairs here, but I'm not going to show them to you. There are some exceptions to the rule. We have the adjective good and the adjective bad. Good is bueno, right? Bad, malo. But in English, we use another rule for them. We use better to make the comparative. And in the case of bad, worse. So, talking about football, we say that Toluca is better than America. And about illnesses, COVID is worse than the flu. Do you agree? Probably, no? Well, there is one more thing about this. It is the spelling. We're going to check it in the next section. Okay, guys, just to finish with the lesson today, we're going to go through the spelling when we add er to an adjective, to a short adjective. The first rule is this. We only add er to the adjective. That's the general rule. Small, smaller. So we only add er. Fast, faster. We only add er. That's it. That's the general rule. We do that with all adjectives. But when we have an adjective that finishes with a y, for example, happy or heavy, we have to change the y for an I, and then we add er. Happier, like this. Heavier. We change the y for an I, and then we add er. Another rule is when we have these adjectives that are like big, sad, or hot, that we have a vowel and then we have a consonant. In this case, we double the last consonant and we add er. Sad, sadder, we double the D. Hot, hotter, we double the T. And the last one, we have adjectives that end in E. For example, large. You can see the E at the end of the word. Or nice. In this case, we only add R, for using the comparative form of the adjective. Now, I would like you to think about your family and say who is taller, your mother or your father, who is older, your best friend or you. What is more delicious, your mom's cook or your grandmother's cook? Okay guys, see you in Teams. I hope you understand all the lesson, and if you have questions, please let me know.